Oh, heyo, what's up? Welcome to this thing. The video. That's what I'm doing, a video. Haha. Oh man, it's so funny when you like totally pretend that you don't know what you're doing, but you definitely know. I'm definitely fully aware and cognizant of everything I'm doing, and that's how you say cognizant, I think. Cog I'm a cog in a machine, baby, because that's me. I'm a well oiled machine that never stutters or stops or breaks. That's me. All right, cool. Wow, why am I unlocking all these now? Did I already unlock them last time? Where's the actual main menu? What's going on? I'm a little scared. I think I unlocked all these last time. I've spent a lot of money. Okay. I was scared. I got put in the Shadow Realm or something, you know? Which who knows? Maybe there's still time. Don't worry, there's still time, alright? Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your hopes. You can get into the Shadow Realm. Get it twisted, alright? If you lose, you are going to the Shadow Realm, and it is going to be a nightmare. But yeah, anyway, hey, what's up? Welcome to Stutter Guy. Stutters a lot, even though he doesn't have to. What do I mean by that? I don't know. I feel like I can generally talk pretty well without stuttering, so long as I'm calm, but if I, like, start panicking a little bit or I get too excited, I stutter, which, like, it really sucks, man, because that's always, like, a real zinger that people can hit me with. And like, if you ever go, oh man, what are you doing, Junior? Stuttering? I'm going to like insult you as best as I can. Like, oh, you're making fun of me for one of my intrinsic qualities, you know? Because it's not like I learned how to stutter, right? You know, it's like you learn how to speak and then you like can't speak. It sucks. Dude, I hate having a stutter, man. But honestly, I don't mind my stutter as much because, like, thankfully I have I like to say I've gotten over it. It's still there. It's just not nearly as bad because before, when I was younger, it was, like, super bad, man. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was in the middle of a run. Okay, that makes sense. I did kind of forget about that. Well, okay. Alright, this run isn't terrible, but it's not great. It could be better, but it could also be worse, so there's that. Oh, sorry if you don't like hearing a man make drinking noises. Oh, boy. Sorry, I just had a delicious sip of Pepsi Cola, and am I going to apologize for it? Yeah, I am. That's what I'm actively doing right now. Sorry about that, folks. But, yeah, anyway, how's it going? How are y'all doing this fine evening? King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. That's a straight, and hold on. Now, the Queen is already lucky, but if I turn the Queen into a wild card, then I'll get a straight flush. Will I not? Oh, I didn't mean to swap the 10s around. Yeah, straight flush. It's level 1, but I'm gonna play it because I like playing things. Like video games. Alright, cool. Alright, still got it. I'm still winning, at least momentarily. Oh yeah, anyway, I was going to mention with more specifically my stutter, that's not even my worst speech impediment. Because, like, my stutter used to be really bad. My stutter used to not even be a stutter. Like, now, occasionally, I'll repeat the same syllable, or, like, I'll mess up saying a word, and then I'll go back and re-say it, and, like, that's not really a stutter. But I do definitely stutter, but I used to be really bad where I wouldn't be able to say the next word. Like, I would be in the middle of a sentence and I would get stuck on a word and I couldn't say it right and properly. So I would just, like, be stuck there in silence. And, like, I don't know, it really sucked just for, like, everyone involved. Like, I don't know. My stepbrother, God bless his heart, he's a very kind soul. Last time I saw him, which wasn't too long ago, he was very nice to me. Mostly because he was drunk, but he's also just like an overall very nice guy. But there was at one point where he told me that, like, oh yeah, it was really annoying to talk to you. And it's like, he didn't mean it maliciously. He was just like sharing his honest to God opinion. But that hurt, man. That was like, oh man, I mean, yeah, I guess it did. I guess it really was bad. And, you know, that did make me a little sad. But that's all right, you know? Not everything can be all good times and happy wishes for everyone and anyone. But I don't know, what's like another point I want to bring up, or like another thing I wanted to say. Oh yes, so you know, stutter, it's like not a big deal for me. And also it's like, generally, unless you're trying to be like a huge jerk, like, you're not going to make fun of my stutter. But you know what people love to make fun of, and like nobody seems to care or call anyone out on it, is like the another speech impediment I have, which is not being able to pronounce your R's correctly. You know, instead of saying rabbit, you say wabbit, you know, Elmer Fudd style. And like, I don't know, mine's not that bad, but like, I never learned how to say my R's properly. Like, I was in speech therapy because I couldn't say my R's right, and it sucked, man. It like ostracizes you. You're like a weird kid who has to go to like a different class because you can't say right correctly, which is like, and it didn't help. The speech therapy classes didn't help. They didn't teach me anything. Like, all it did was teach me that, oh, people are going to make fun of you for this thing, and you have to stop it, you know? Like, you're the problem. Society's fine, you know? And very fortunately, that's like, you know, I could have had a much worse life depending on, you know, what I looked like or what I sounded like than what I do, but still, it does suck. It is really bad, you know? Because it's like, I don't know, sorry, I'm just venting about like my poor childhood, which like, you know, I can't help but feel a little bit bad about, because it's like, you know, I didn't do anything to deserve it. I have $300. How do I have $300? Holy hell. That's pretty crazy. All right, well then. I guess make that guy into a gold card for some reason. I don't know. I didn't really know what else to do. I think I'll buy that just because I have literally a ton of money. Yeah, earn $8. Oh, okay. Even Steven. Yeah, even Steven wouldn't be great for me, unfortunately. I don't know, I'm trying to look to see what's like kind of my weak link. Like, none of these are bad. That's pretty good. Probably Arrowhead, but yeah, Arrowhead is a negative thing. Whoa, you can do this? Oh my god, I didn't know you could do this. I'm on console, by the way, if you couldn't tell. By my slow movements and the click-clacking of my controller. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, it's just like... But anyway, the thing that ultimately annoys me about it is not that, like, you know, I have the speech impediment, or that, you know, I went to like speech therapy in like first through like third grade. First, second, third grade speech therapy didn't help at all. I got it did nothing for me. Like, I just had to learn to do it. I just kind of forced it. And it's like, now I think I say I'm pretty fine. But it's like, I don't know. It's like I can't do anything particularly fancy either. I can't roll my tongues or roll my R's. That's for damn sure. But you know what everyone can do? They feel just so at ease being like, Wow, that's literally crazy. Oh my god, hey, I'm doing like the typical nerd voice. Because it's like, I have a nerd voice too. You just kind of go ahead and make yourself real nasally. Hey, partner, how's it going? But it's like, you know, it's like I don't do that as much because it's just like, I don't know, I feel bad. Because it's like, I have an awful voice too. My voice is terrible and nerdy and awful and grating. I don't know why I'm a YouTuber. I don't know, I might even be better off showing my face, and my face isn't much to look at, so it's like that's how bad my voice is. But self-deprecating jokes aside, I don't know, I find it so weird that like everyone just like gives a pass on this. It's just like, oh hey, that's a fine thing to make fun of. Yeah, oh hey, that speech impediment, well that's okay to make fun of, because people who have that speech impediment, they're all cringe and like gamers and like, probably an awful person. And it's like, maybe, but I don't know, I think it's a great quote, or just saying that you see on the internet sometimes, is that like, when you make fun of a bad person for some like physical attribute, you don't end up hurting that person you're trying to make fun of, but you end up hurting someone who just happens to share that thing. So it's like, say for example, if you make fun of somebody for being bald, which, obviously me playing Balatro here, I love bald people. I specifically love Northern Lion. I think that guy's great. He's a true role model. But it's like, it's like, it's not really a big deal being bald, because like I have the opposite. I have like long hair. I have a long beard. All right, I'm like the complete opposite, and it's like somebody surely would make fun of me for having long hair and a big beard, but it's like I don't care, So it's just like, I don't know. It's understandable, because when you don't like somebody, or when like somebody's hurt you or somebody's insulted you, like say for example, if somebody made fun of my stutter and then I saw they were bald, I'd be like, yeah, well, at least I'm still able to grow hair on my head, you bald piece of crap, Like, you just fire back because you don't think about it, Because it's like, it's like when you insult somebody based on that, it's like you can't fix it. I mean, sure, you can go to Turkey and you get a hair transplant and then it would look awful. So that's just another thing to make fun of you. And it's even better because you chose to do that, all right? You didn't choose to make your hair go bald. Maybe you chose to shave it off, which is based, all right? But yeah, don't get me twisted here, all right? I don't know. I really rather enjoy, I enjoy insulting somebody for like better reasons. And I think this also ties into like another thing I might want to discuss here in a minute. But here, let me actually see if I can like find something good in the Joker shop. The lusty Joker. My, oh my. But you see, I kind of take umbrage with that name. Why is the heart guy the lusty Joker? Why is heart, love, associated with lust? I mean, sure, sometimes the things go hand in hand, but, ideally, you don't always want them to. Like, say, familial love? Look, listen, I don't care how much step-sibling stuff you've seen on the internet. That's fictional. That's fake. All right? That's not how it should be in real life, It's gross. All right? Anyway, take me on to the next round. And, oh, I didn't even mean to do that. $269. Let's go. Nice. Get it? It's funny because it's a X thing. It's an X thing with an S and an E in front of it. Ooh, don't tell Daddy YouTube about it, or they might come and spank me. Oh man, sorry about that. All right, this is the final boss. Flips and shuffles all Joker cards. Honestly, that's not gonna do much to me, man. Do it. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. Do I just want to go for the kind of stereotypical straight? Yeah, why not? Straighten me up. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a little it's a little bit of an inconvenience for a guy like me, but I mean, come on. You really think you're gonna defeat me by flipping all my jokers around? Think I care? Can you even move them? You can still move them, I think. Or maybe the game just let me do that because I won. Anyway, way too easy. Alright. I got a pretty good build going on here, not gonna lie. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about it. You know? Yeah, that feels right to me. Alright, cash me out. Ho ho! Let's see what we got in the Jumbo Arcana pack. Alright, cool. 4s. I'm gonna take this 4. I don't know, let's just double check my deck to see, okay, yeah, I got 4 4s and also, 4 5s. So, yeah, do I want you to be a club? I do want you to be a club. It's very beneficial for me. Okay, now. Ooh, I can increase the rank of some of these cards. I think I will do that. I will increase my King of my 10. Wait. I think I did just give myself another ace. I shouldn't have done that. I should have less aces. I like the ace, man. The ace is lucky. Alright? Oh. That's a great one. Because that one you just get to buy and use. Now, you get that one. Oh, okay. This is what we're doing here. Well, this is alright. Because you take this 3, and yeah, you turn it into this king here. Alright. Alright, cool. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'll buy that. Overstock. What's in shop? Ho ho ho, what do you know? Hey, look at that. Added a foil to that guy. Nice. And yeah, I'll buy another Pluto. Or I'll buy a first Pluto. And ooh, I will be buying that. This card seems pretty good, and this card would like be completely terrible in my deck right now. Ooh. I don't know, I mean, that guy's not bad. Like, it's pretty good, but I'm gonna keep it all as is. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, you just discard all those guys. Oh, yeah. Kind of messed up a little bit there, but it's alright. Okay, you just do that. And then let's discard you. Alright, cool. I got a flush now. Or I have a flush full house. A flush house, if you will. Oh my god. Oh my god. This one's crazy for me. Oh my god. Alright, well. Oh, this one would be good for my aces, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, again, I gotta keep that guy no matter what. I keep thinking, oh, let's sell this guy and replace him with another, but no. That's just a free slot. When I play spades, I'll have a good time. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, since I've just been yapping this whole time, almost for 20 minutes now, do you mind if I talk about something else? Like, kind of change the topic of discussion to something else? Which is like, I don't know, man. Like, TikTok is a very interesting place to me. because it just seems like it's like, I don't know. I don't think TikTok is inherently bad, mind you, but I think it does occasionally bring out the worst in people sometimes, where it's like, I don't know, it's almost like it's encouraged to like give your wildest, hottest takes, which can be fun. You know, I love hearing like a hot take. I like hearing somebody say, hey, here's my opinion, here's why I believe it, and you share it. But then like, I don't know, because like this one, of course, it's not that bad, you know. I might be describing here and you might think, oh wow, this must have been some really nasty stuff, but no, it really was not anything like heinous or terrible or anything of the sort. It was just like, I personally found it to be a little weird, and I don't know, I want to share it with you and you know, ask you, the dear viewer, whoever you may be, what you might possibly think about it, because it's like, you know, I'm not entirely sure, because I feel like I'm probably just like thinking about it too much, which I don't know, seems kind of dumb, I guess. Sorry, taking a drink there. But it's like, I don't know, it was a very interesting perspective. So now, if you're a guy like me, all right, you're probably, maybe, you know, don't want to assume too much about you, but you're probably a straight guy. Maybe you identify as straight, but if not, hey, that's cool. You're probably more interesting than I am. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like TikTok doesn't perceive me to be what I am, which is a straight guy, which is like, what I want when I go on TikTok is, I usually want to see like people being funny while playing video games. Like when I see like Northern Lion on TikTok, I'm like, yeah, there we go, that's my guy. I want to hear what bit this guy has to say. And like, I don't know, I find it to be pretty funny. Oh, I just realized now, the gambling joker, the dice roll joker, whoops all sixes or oops all sixes, that would be really useful, particularly with this guy. Well, less so that guy and more so these guys. But like, it would be useful because these would trigger more often, and then I would get like an insane times multiplier. Anyway, excuse me. But yeah, so this TikTok, it was made by a woman. I know for a fact a lesbian woman, and like, I don't know, it was like a very interesting perspective, because she was like, man, the way guys versus girls, like the standards for beauty between them are so different, where like me, I like ethereal women. I like women that are the most beautiful, the most goddess-like, just absolute works of art and wonder, and just something so godly or goddessly about them. And now I'm obviously being a little bit of a jerk here, just embellishing a little bit, because like, I don't know, to me it's like, I don't have a problem with lesbians, all right? Lesbians have a problem with me, apparently. All right? Because, you know, obviously their bisexual girlfriend is attracted to me, and that makes them feel a little insecure. God, I'm really being a dick. I'm sorry. Please don't watch this video. Please, if you see me in the street, shoot me with a gun. All right? Like, pull out a sword, a club, a mace, weapon of your choice, and just kill me. Just murder me. All right? Please. I'm sorry. I am a dick. And a little bit of a prick. But, you know, it's just this, to me, it's this really funny thing where it's like, she's apparently talking to like a guy friend, and like, and she kind of hates this thing where like guys will assume it's like, oh hey, me and a lesbian, we kind of have a point of commonality between us, you know. I'm not saying me specifically, but like this guy in the theoretical conversation, like bear with me, join me, let me walk you through this, all right? Because like, you know, like guys, they think they're like me, a lesbian, because they're also attracted to women. But then they talk about who they're attracted to, and it's like, that's not who I would have said. All right, you know, I would say I'm attracted to this woman. Again, no shade to her, I have no problem with her, but she goes on to say that she finds like Bella Ramsey, they find them to be you know, like the peak of hotness, you know. Then like oh dude, I'm so bad with names. I'm really bad with names. Oh god, I had a few. I had like a few names, because they go through like a few names. But one of them was definitely Chapel Roan, but they did say Chappelle Roan, which, you know, hey, I've been there, all right? You see a name, you read it, and you go, oh, that's how it's said. But then you say it out loud, or you hear someone say it finally, and it's like, oh, that's not how it's said. Wow, I really am the epitome of stupidity. But no, I'm actually the epitome of being a dick. But yeah, so she goes on to list like other women, which they're like all like, I guess, objectively hot, let's say, you know, because like, I don't know, you like, she just lists all celebrities, and it's like, yeah, most celebrities are like attractive. They are like nice to look at, let's say, I guess, you know. It's like that's like a thing, you know, because that's something I was thinking about in like Baldur's Gate 3. It's like, I kind of wish there was like an ugly companion, you know. And I don't mean like ugly personality wise, I mean that they're like, you know, they're not like 100% symmetrical face. They have like flaws. Maybe they're like covered in like pimples, or just like something to make them not this like regular kind of standard of attractiveness. Because like and it would be interesting to have that like incorporated into their character, because it's like they're all surrounded by like these beautiful people, and it's like, we live in like a fantasy realm. Like, are you all using magic to make yourselves look good? How is this happening? We're sleeping on the ground. But yeah, there's I don't know, there is definitely this like sort of interesting standard and precedent that is set with like media that we consume and that we make, where, you know, you have like just objectively beautiful people in there, you know. And it's like, I don't know, it's just it is somewhat a bit sad, you know. Because here, if you'll allow me to just keep going on tangents and never get back to my original point, but like, there's like that movie that's like made for like middle school girls called like The Uglies or something like that, and the whole thing with it is that like there are these girls that like want to become pretty, and it's like some process. I don't know, I've literally only seen like a clip of it, but it's like, yeah, when I get done with my brainwashing and surgery, I'm going to have golden hair and golden eyes, and I'm going to be the prettiest of them all. But then like, you know, it's like none of the actors in it are like ugly. Like, they look normal, you know. They're not like, I don't want to say unattractive, because they're children, I think, so, you know, they're not attractive anyway in the first place. But they're you know, they're not like ugly, pimply, awkward middle schoolers, you know. It's like, middle school was a terrible time for me. I had a mustache, just a mustache, you know. My facial hair grew in, and I, rather than like shaving my mustache like most normal dudes and most dudes that want to look good, I just let it grow out. And then thankfully, when I got into freshman year of high school, my like chin had started growing hair, and I had like a, kind of a chin strap, like where I was able to grow the mustache and then like hair on the chin, and they didn't quite connect, but it looked pretty good. And I rocked that style for a while. Now I just have like a big old giant beard because I'm like, let's see how long I can get it. And it's pretty long. It is a big, long beard. But yeah, so anyway, it's like, I don't know, it's like it's a little sad, where it's just like, even when a character is supposed to be like ugly or unattractive, they can't even be that. They have to be like an average looking person. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's a little sad and messed up. But yeah, but that's just my personal opinion on it. But anyway, back to the original video from this woman. She then started talking about how the guy mentioned like two people. I forgot the other woman's name. But their example was Ruby Rose, and I'm like from Ruby, the Rooster Teeth thing, and it's like, obviously not. But like, Ruby Rose is like a very weird choice to be like, this is the difference between men and women, is that I like these ethereal, sapphic, beautiful women. Meanwhile, these guys, they like all these fake women, because guys always say they want a natural girl. They want a girl that's naturally beautiful. But then they think attractive people who have gotten surgery to be attractive are attractive. Can you believe it? Which is perfectly fine, by the way. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with surgery. And it's just like, what kind of society have we made? It's like, come on, if you want to be mean, be a little mean. It's like you're throwing men under the bus. And again, I love to see it. Go outside and curb stomp the nearest man you see. Don't do that. Don't do violence. It's not good. And I'm talking to the men here. But yeah, anyway, not that women aren't capable of violence, all right? Any woman is just as capable of being a psychopathic monster just like any other man, but it's just more likely that men, or it's just statistically more so that men are more violent. And it's like, is it just like purely a genetic thing? Is it like a hormone thing? Is it a society thing? Is it a little bit of both? I don't know. These are all interesting questions to examine and to analyze on a philosophical level, but we're not here doing that today, all right? We're talking about like the differences between what people find to be attractive, And so I don't know. To me, it just reads as this very like odd thing, where it's like, even this like banal thing, like this very subjective thing of like who you are attracted to, is like made into a spectacle. You have to be ready to defend who and what you like about other people, because I don't know, this was something I was thinking about the other day when talking about when kind of talking about subject matters like this while playing Baldur's Gate 3, where I was like, what's like the opposite of sexy? Because like, I don't think the opposite of sexy is ugly, because again, I hope this isn't a controversial statement, but it's like, ugly people can be sexy, right? Am I wrong? If you want to disagree, you can. But I think you're just objectively wrong. Like, you don't have to be a conventionally attractive person to be attractive. It's like human sexuality is this ginormous spectrum that encompasses so many things, Because, like, I don't know, at least for me, when I was younger and I wasn't fully aware of the world, you know, I always thought it was a little weird how it's like, you know, you hear that like gender is on the spectrum. And it's like, you know, obviously I get that more so now because it's like, you know, it's like you can be a man, but you can have like stereotypically feminine attributes, or you can be feminine in a way, or you can be a non-binary person, somebody who doesn't identify as either man or woman, but you can still embody masculinity or femininity, both or neither, you know? It's like, it is this interesting thing, but at least for me, when originally thinking about it, for me, it was easier to grasp the idea of like, oh, it makes more sense for people to be like, how do I put this? Oh yeah, for sexuality to be on a spectrum, because it's like, even if you're a straight guy, it's like, or, you know, you're a gay guy, straight girl, gay girl, whatever you may be, you know, pansexual, non-binary person, pansexual guy, gal, whatever, you know? It's like, that doesn't make you automatically attracted to, like, everyone. It's like, I don't see every single woman, and I'm like, yes, I am attracted to her, you know? It's like, people have types, as they call it, and then even beyond that, you have like kinks, where it's like, oh, I'm into this sort of thing, and it's like, ah, well, I'm into this other thing, you know, where it's like, it's like, that is like a big spectrum, where it's like, you might be attracted to a person, like physically, but then like emotionally, you're not attracted to them, you know, and it's like, could also be the other way around, and it's like, if you're like emotionally or mentally attracted to somebody, I guess, yeah, let's stick with emotionally. If you're like emotionally attracted to a person, that could lead to you being physically attracted to them, but also it's like, you don't have to have one for the other. It is like a really interesting dynamic, and I don't know, I really don't like seeing it like simplified and flattened, because it's like, you know, you're using all this like talk and discourse about how, like, you know, it's like, this was also specifically in reference to like the male gaze versus the queer feminine gaze, you know, where it's like, obviously those two things are different, but those two things are generalizations. So I don't know, I do find it to be a bit weird. And then like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, the example she gave for the guy was like Ruby Rose, I think. Again, I might be misremembering the video. And then I'm like, Ruby Rose, who is that? I feel like I've heard of her before. And I looked her up, and like, you know, like, she seems, and it's like also from the comments that like the vibe seems to be, she's kind of androgynous, you know? So it's like, that's a weird example to bring up, where it's like a man is into a woman who's not necessarily like the most feminine, you know? And which again, like, I don't know, I think these kind of ideas are dumb. It's like, I'm not any more or less of a man because I have a big beard, you know? It's like, if I shaved my beard, people would probably definitely perceive me as less masculine, but that doesn't make me less masculine, you know? It is like an intrinsic part of myself. And I don't know, I do find it to be this like weird thing where it's like, it's like, I don't mind people sharing their thoughts and opinions on the internet. I mean, it's what I'm currently doing right now, but I always love to think deeper into things. Like, you can think something, but then it's like, I want you to know, I want to know why you think something. Like, I want you to go further. I want you to go deeper on the subject matter. You know, it's like interesting to hear what people think, but it's even more interesting to hear why people think what they think, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Am I in the wrong for this? Because, who knows? I very well might be. But I don't know. It's like, personally, I just don't. Okay. I think here's what I'm gonna do. Yes. You know, I was about to say, I think this might be the end of my run, and then I just saw how much score I have, and I'm like, no, I think I'm actually in the clear. I think I'm good and fine and dandy. Oh yeah, just play this king on his own. And look at that. Done and dusted. Nest egg. Ooh. That's for me getting so much dang money. Alright, I'll buy that. I'll buy that for 10 bucks. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, again, I have nothing, I have like nothing against like how people think and how people feel, but it's like, it's like, I don't know, I really do not enjoy this sort of like, I don't know, arms race, or I guess like flaunting of one's sexuality. Nah, that sounds weird, but it's like, I don't know, I think it's weird to attach morality to sexual attraction, you know, in a way, right? Because it's like you might be into like all sorts of various things, and it's like, you know, like say for example, if you're a guy that's into like a woman with like huge bazongas, you know, big old bitties, tig old bitties, sorry, my apologies. Like, it's like, I don't know, the easy joke to make, at least for me in my mind, is like, oh really, what else are you into? Do you like chocolate, man? Are you into vanilla ice cream? Wow, so brave, so unique and interesting. But it's like, you know, it's like, that's not like any better or worse than being like, oh yeah, I'm into like men with like a well-defined chest, or oh, I'm into like a girl with like medium-sized boobs, you know, like just right, you know, not too big but not too small, just enough, you know, like the perfect size. And it's like, I don't think liking one versus the other makes you better, and it's like there are like so many different facets that make a person attractive, you know. Oh my, look at that. Plus 8 mult when scored. Okay. I don't know, I feel like that one wouldn't be too bad, possibly replacing it with my Cartomancer. Because it's like, yeah, I'll lose the molt from this, but I will gain like more molt. Yeah, but nah. It's a decent card, but I don't think it's gonna be better. And see, I might get something like Strength, which allows me to do this. And yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Again, my statement is not to be like I'm better than anyone, or this is how you have to be. I'm just saying how I am and how I think about things, and you can disagree fully if you like. I don't know. I personally just find it a little. Oh, I should have put that on the queen. I didn't realize the queen didn't have anything. But oh well. Ditch him. Yeah, there we go. There are my kings. Play me a flush house. Oof. It's pretty good, but I'm running out of steam here, you know? I'm not always pulling flush fives. So I gotta be on the lookout there. I mean, might as well do that. It's extra money and extra mults. Ooh, a death card. Alright, well, take this 4 and... I don't know. Yeah, no. Turn it into this ace. Right? Yeah, turn the left card into the right card. I don't know, for me, at least the way I think about it, it's like, it's like life is the first part and then death is the second part, so you turn the first part into the second part, life into death. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Do I sound crazy? But yeah, just use that on those guys. Just for the extra money there. And then, yeah, you turn this guy into a wild card, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It is, to me, a very, like, I don't know, it's not just some, like, easy to say or do, or, I don't know. You know what I mean? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Where it's like, I don't know, I feel like generalizations are very easy to do, but I feel like when you do that, you miss a lot of nuance. You miss a lot of interesting things. Because, like, there is something to be said about, like, the male gaze and this sort of contradictory idea of it. Where it's like a woman is supposed to be hot and sexy and they have to be beautiful and they have to show off their assets, but not too much, because if you go too far, then all of a sudden you're a slut or a whore. And it's like such a complete double standard where it's like, oh, yeah, well, men can do as much, you know, bum as they like, but then if a woman does that, ew, yuck, gross, ew, oh my god, you did the thing that, like, literally made you into a person? Oh, yuck, oh my god, and you enjoyed it? Whoa. But then even, like, the sad thing is that, you know, apparently, according to some women out there, they don't even enjoy it, which is, like, crazy to me. Like, like I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't even come when I'm in the bedroom. It's like, you don't? Then why are you doing it? I don't know. Again, this is coming from the perspective of a guy who has never done that and will never do it. Not because I don't want to, but because I'm scared and unattractive. So, you know, a match made in heaven. I don't know. Now I'm just trying to think of the next bit. Like, what's like the next thing I want to talk about? Because I feel like I've said everything I can and have to say about that subject. You know, it's like essentially it just boils down to, like, yeah, I do think that, you know, there's something to be said for, like, how men treat and perceive women, and, like, that is something to be talked about. But, like, you know, it's like, obviously that's not always the case, and it's like, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, kind of going back to like the lesbian thing. Again, I have no problem with lesbians, but I'm just saying, isn't it a little weird how, if, like, say for example, if you're Weezer and you have that, like, one song, that one shitty song that's like, I'm dumb, she's a lesbian, I thought I had found the one, and everybody's like, oh, so toxic, so terrible, oh god, can you believe it? Oh man, am I right? Am I right, ladies? Anyway, anyone want to kiss me now? I think I've earned one. Sorry. But yeah, it is. But then, like, you know, Chapel Roan comes out with Good Luck Babe, and it's like, oh yes, beautiful, great, awesome, you know, which is like, is it not kind of the same thing? You know, you're into this girl, you like her, you think she likes you, and then turns out she's a lesbian, but apparently not enough of a lesbian, so she's got to go get married to a man. You know, because that's how lesbians are. You know, lesbians, they're always out here marrying men. Can you believe it? I'm sorry, it's really funny. It's an easy thing to poke fun at, because it's like easy to poke fun at Weezer for that song, because it's easy to poke fun at Weezer. But then, like, you know, Chappell Roan is like, I don't want to poke fun at her. I think she's great. Like, her music is fantastic. She is far more talented than I could ever dream of being, you know, let alone actually be. I'm a hack. I'm a fraud. I am a loser who has nothing and nobody. So, you know, no need to listen to me. Please, go listen to a Chappell Roan song instead. I guarantee you will enjoy it. If you find one song and you're like, I don't like the song, listen to more of her song. There will be a song that she has that is good, and you'll be like, I love this song. It is not only a jam and a lyrical masterpiece, but it is like something special and beautiful, you know? But yeah, it's like, it is funny, like, again, I don't care. Like, I might be going, oh, doesn't it seem a little hypocritical? And it's like, yeah, I don't care. Like, hypocrisy is not a good point of criticism, you know? Because, again, the problem isn't, like, hypocrisy. The problem is, like, what the bad thing is, you know? It's like, again, if there's, like, a serial killer going around, and the serial killer's like, yeah, man, I hate serial killers. Those guys are all losers and terrible. And you're like, whoa, hey, this guy's a hypocrite, you know? I quite frankly, the worst part of it was the hypocrisy, you know? It's like, yeah, sure. Was it bad that the guy was going around killing people? Yeah, of course. But, like, the fact that he was hypocritical about it, like, come on, dude. Just be honest. Be your true, authentic self, which is a murderer, apparently. So, you know, don't get me wrong. This is very, like, mild criticism, if anything. But I just think it's a funny point where it's like, it's like me, this is also a me thing. I find pining to be cringe. And, like, a lot of people love to pine. You know, I've pined myself, but, like, I think that's, like, a dumb kind of thought, you know? I think it's nice to have hope, to want something that you don't have, but I think there's, like, you have to have, like, a healthy relationship with it, you know? And I'm not saying that, like, anyone I'm talking about doesn't, you know? I don't know any of these people, okay? But, like, you know, you have to, like, recognize and understand that it's like, you know, just because you want something doesn't mean you should have it, you know? And just because, like, you don't have something, like, you don't have to be, like, upset about it, you know? I mean, that's not true. You have every right to feel the way that you feel, but you have to, like, at the end of the day, accept things for the way they are, you know? Because you can't change that. If somebody doesn't like you, nothing you can ever do will make them like you back, you know? And it's like, for me, it's like, I don't know, I'm not gonna waste my time thinking about or caring about somebody that doesn't care about me. Like, that the relationships are built on reciprocity, of this give and take, of, like, you know, hey, I do this thing for you, you do this thing for me, you know, we go out together, we have a good time, you talk, I talk. I think that's how relationships work. Again, I don't know, never been in one of those. But you know what I have done? You know what I have done, all right? I've made a pretty good deck, but will it be good enough? I don't know, and I'm afraid it's not. I'm afraid my deck isn't good enough, and I'm gonna die. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, I'm fine. Alright. Alright, cool. Oh, okay. Alright, well, thank God I have one more turn. Because if not, I would have been in a little bit of trouble. Oh, I was like, I'm sorry, do I not have a flush? My flush is at level 1 though, so I might as well go for like a pair here. And then those cards aren't gonna count. Alright, cool. Alright, I got about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna hurry up and lose. Yeah, I don't know, like I could sit here like buying all this stuff and like using it, but I don't know. Is it really worth it in the end? Maybe, maybe not. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna finally sell this guy. I'm gonna buy a driver's license because I think driver's license is pretty good for molt. I meant to reroll, but I hit next on the shop. Let's see if I win or lose. Ooh, -1 hand size. Okay, it's a little scary. It's a little frightening for a guy like me. But that's alright. That's okay. We'll play this 2-pair. See how it goes for me. I mean, yeah, this doesn't matter. Leave you there. Okay. Yes, no, maybe? I don't know. Could you maybe repeat the question for me? Something about you not being the boss of me? Alright, 10, Jack, King, Queen, Ace. Yeah, do that. Trade is probably gonna save me here. Which, just coincidental to, like, all the other stuff I've been talking about, alright? But yeah, again, also, I want to make it, like, perfectly clear. I have, like, no problem with any of these people. I just like pointing out, like, the silliness of it, and I enjoy thinking that I'm smart because I can sit and think about things. But, you know, the difference between me and someone else is that, you know, I just think about things while other people go out there and actually do things. And, you know, am I a little envious of them? No, of course not. I love doing nothing, all right? You know what I love doing? I love playing Balatro, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I don't know. I guess turn that guy into a club, because I don't really see much point to doing anything else. Ooh, unlocked a Joker. Nice. Alright. Yeah, this is where I lost last time. Oh, I should have spent more time in the shop. Alright, well, as long as I can make a straight, I should be good. Star. Make this guy into a diamond because it won't matter. And then ditch that guy? Yeah, ditch that guy. Okay. Ace, king. Oh, jeez, this is tough. This is tough, and we're nearing the end. Alright, I'm panicking. Oh, I'm panicking. Alright, play this 2-pair. Okay, alright. This is tough. This is rough. Oh man, this sucks because like I want to get this done as fast as possible, but then at the same time it's like I don't want to rush it because if I do, then I might lose, but then if I don't, I'm just gonna end up like not really doing anything, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna convert you guys all into spades. Alright, cool. And, alright. Ace, Jack, full house. Oh god, it's not gonna be enough. I'm not gonna have enough. Alright, unless I somehow get, like, a straight out of this. 9, 10. No! No, I needed a Jack, man. Alright, well, flush me up. Alright. Just like my dreams, it's all flushed away. Alright. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Sorry about rambling about all sorts of weird things. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. I don't know, it's fun. I like thinking about things and talking about things, but no offense to anyone.